Okay, so this will be, I think, the first one of these that happens. I have copied all of the abilities into a tier list maker, and we are going to actually rank all of the different um, items and abilities in Ultimahjong. Um, in Ultimahjong, there's three different kinds of abilities. Um, you have mana, which is basically every tile drawn, you gain 1 mana, and that pool of mana gets used across all of the items. You have these recharge abilities, which don't use mana, but recharge at the same rate. So basically, you have pooled resources, unpooled resource, and these are single-use items here. Before we start, general advantage is the green ones, so the ones that repeat or have a recharge timer on them. Those ones you can only activate once and then have to wait the entire recharge. Whereas mana, you can store up the mana and then you can use it multiple times in a row. So some of these abilities actually operate better with that method. So right off at the top, we have the 9-volt battery. This is a tier for 2 cost. Being able to skip 9 stages on a recharge ability, really good. Also, the fact that I can pool up the mana, like I could grab this early, pool up mana, and I could recharge and activate ability rapidly. Pretty good. Here we have, this is the manipulator. No, this is the dragon cycle. Dragon cycle mana, B tier. Cycling dragons into other dragons is really good, especially trying to get to that 9 so you can get more consistent on your dragons. Eraser, interesting one. I'm going to put Eraser in A tier. I think, yes, this one's going to go A tier. It's really close to an S tier. Eraser recharge, S tier, absolutely. The ability to create a temporary white dragon and remove a tile from your set, incredibly powerful, especially if you're doing late game runs. You can remove the majority of your deck in just a short time using those. The reason I rank this one lower is because of its charge timer. It makes it harder to activate other abilities, because you won't be able to get everything here, because these being worth 4 is a very hefty cost. We have Factory Siege, D tier. Dora is really good. Even E tier. We're going to put Dora down, these at E tier. They are good for getting started. I could see their use in speedruns, maybe, where you just need to get a pool of resources and get to the end as quickly as possible. But for just high scoring, you want to get Yakumans as quickly as possible. We have Hatman, or Hatmon. So this is, each suit has their own manipulator of some kind. The Hatmon is interesting. I don't like it. It has its advantages, but I mainly have played Sanma deck because it removes most of the Mon tiles, making this pretty useless on that. I bet if I got a good run with it going in the Ricci deck, being able to remove Mon tiles and I'll pile them up on either the terminals would get you lots of cons, which could be really good. We have Con Draw. Very interesting tile. I've used it occasionally. It's pretty niche, pretty hefty cost, especially with some of these other ones that you'll be activating more often. This one's the manipulator. Change one suit into another suit. C tier. It's pretty good, but has its downfalls, and you kind of want to be removing your... Yeah. Actually, I'll bump this one up. Because, yeah, you want to be getting down to one suit so you can get flushes a lot easier. Especially if you want to go for, like, all green. Manipulator. This one is the best suit fixer. The problem is the pin suit isn't super good. Mainly because there's no special things going on with the pins. So I think we're going to put you down here. It's really good to like turn your pins into the 2s, 3s, 4s, 8s, and 6s, and then change them into so. We'll put here. So-so's a little bit nicer because it allows you to turn all of your odds into evens for so-so, so you can turn those red greens into green greens for all green. Suji Shift. Probably one of the most powerful tile one manipulators, because it allows you to combine basically your tiles into stacks of 3 to get lots of cons. Wind Rotator, busted. Both of them are busted right now. About the same rank here. Actually, I did put this one up here and this one here, because you can store these ones and activate them whenever you want, and this one you have to activate more frequently. Advantage here is like drawing north winds to call Kita, going for big 4 wins, all terminals and honors. Super good abilities. Downfall is dragons are more powerful, but to be able to force draw honor tiles, really good. I think there was mentions on the Reddit of this being debuffed at some point. Wind Rotator. Wind Rotator. Where do we want to put Wind Rotator? Let's go B tier on Wind Rotator. Being able to turn all of your winds into one wind, pretty good. But also lacks a little bit. We're going to put you down a little bit and put the other one ranked up. This one, very consistent for getting. The problem is it being worth 4. Eventually, actually very quickly, it won't be worth it anymore. So yeah, let's switch these around. Because eventually you'll have all of your wins in one tile, probably North Wind for calling Kita, or getting lots of cons. And then we have 9-volt battery, easy S tier on this one. Being able to speed up those repeatable ones. Dragon Rotator again, we'll put that in the same tier. Yeah. Put you down here. Cons aren't really worth it. We're gonna do a gray null. So we've already talked about these guys. They're all about the same skill, or about the same. Oh no, this. Do we rank them any differently? Not really. I'd rank them the same. Um, they're actually, like, being fours, they're very expensive. So you'd probably grab these, and then these would get locked out, so you can get the higher valued ones. Con draw on the repeat. This one's actually, I'll rank this one a C, because you don't activate this super often, but this one being charged and ready is very powerful to be able to complete sets as you need. We have a repeatable manipulator. That one's really good, better than that one. Suji shift on the charge. Again, just bump that one up a rank. 9-volt on the single use. So single uses are interesting because they have a lot more tactability to them. The advantage of buying these is so you can get the more expensive ones earlier, but also buying them locks you out of getting them in the future unless you use them. So, like, I'd actually rank 9-volt battery, like, C tier, pretty low. I don't take it super often because I want to get these 9 volts up here. And when I grab this, it's only 9 charge once, in which I could probably be spending that money elsewhere better. We have Dragon Swap. This one will bump you down a little bit too. Switching your dragon's good. This could get you some early game switching. Eraser. I use this one almost immediately whenever I grab it because I want to be getting these higher level ones, but the removal is just that good. Put you down here. And all these manipulator ones, Hatman, Manipulator, and So-So, bottom tier here. They're good. They're sometimes good for getting your fixings, but again, one-time use, you don't get that replayability, repeatability of them. We got a con draw, bottom, one-time use on it. It'd be good for money. It'd be good to get the other ones out of the draw, but not very powerful and good. A one-time manipulator, not super good. Again, you would want the more consistency from it. A one-time sushi shift. This one, again, pretty bad. If you have a plan for what you want to start forming, it could be good. Wind. We're gonna do, yeah, you're here. It's okay. Okay, and now we have the wind rotator here. Single-use wind rotator, not as good as the other ones. We'll put you here. But again, switching that something to a north wind to Cult Kita, pretty good. 4 yen, S tier. More money, more fun to have. Dragons. Adding dragons to your deck, really powerful. Because you kind of want to end up with that, and you want to do all 4 of those as quickly as possible. So these two are the same. They add more Kitas. The thing about Kitas is they kind of slow down the game as you play it. Really powerful early game for getting extra Han. But eventually they just kind of get in the way. And by get in the way, not really, because they redraw themselves, but extra buttons to press can get obnoxious. We're gonna put them in seats. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. A little more consistent. Adding 10s to your deck. This can be interesting. They count as terminal tiles, so you can get 13 orphans with them. You get... So I think for dragons and 10s, I think you can add 10 of them. So you can grab not 10. You can grab 4. Sorry, you can get 4 extra dragons and 4 10s. Adding 10s to your deck can actually kind of bloat stuff if you're going for late game when you're trying to remove all your number tiles. Extra cons. For this one, when you start grabbing things, I'd actually put that up here. Good, just steady points. Pairs well with con draws. Extra mana. We're going to put extra mana. You're a B tier. It's good, but eventually you want to get most of your things on these repeats and the one battery and the couple good powerful ones on repeat. Even some of these lower ones, just get them on repeat and use the battery to charge them instead. Adding the 4 gold dragons, you only get 4, you can't get 8 gold dragons, but an extra dragons in your deck are just extra honors to get all honors with. Let's see. This one is Reachies are more powerful. This one, D tier. Reachies are good earlier in the game to get extra Han, but once you get to the late game, your hands are powerful enough that a couple extra Han won't actually fix anything. Adding in Rising Winds. We're going to put you actually even below the gold dragons. Winds aren't as good as dragons, but still very powerful, adding extra terminals or extra honors for if you're going for 13 orphans, because 13 orphans is a good transition hand. So then this one is your Rons count as sumos, which can help you get an extra Han and some more points. Again, we're going to put you in D tier. You're good, but not quite good enough for what we want. This one is in every shop. This one I actually put an we'll put an S tier. It is probably one of the most powerful items to be able to play more tiles in the game, especially as that adds up real quickly. And this one, being worth 5, really expensive, but again, more turns. If you can save up enough money to buy this, it can save some runs. So here's my tier list. Pretty good. Might have to refine it a little bit, but this is about how I play when I'm playing through the game. Thank you.